Alright, welcome back to a new video. This is that synthonic VCR I got from the thrift shops that destroyed itself internally. So, it's a scrap unit for all I care. Workshop is a wreck and I need to organize it. But, also I need to get rid of some units, and this one's just sitting around taking up space. Did find some heads from old past VCRs that I stripped apart. A 2 head that I needed for the head over there, which goes to that realistic Model 12, and hopefully I can get that back in one piece. The other one is a VRE head with it's a 4 head, but it's disguised as a VRE head, which I needed for that VHS camcorder. And if I can't get the VHS camcorder working with that head part, I'll just part it out. Simple. I do like the stickers. The only reason I actually saved this VCR in the first place is it had this sticker on it, which I'm just gonna peel off. And keep for something else. You never know. Alright. Ain't much I want off of this. I want my belt back. I want the motors. I want the head drum, if that's of salvage. I want the flat motor. I want the other belt. I want the fuse. And then I'll look at the ratings on the capacitors and see if I want those. And I would like the digital display. I don't have my tripod down here. I didn't feel like setting it up down here, so you get the one hand problem solved. Alright. Synthonic did this with the other model I had from them too, this stupid shield. I don't understand at all. It's completely useless. It's not, I don't know if it was like an RF shield or something, but it was just stupid. It didn't really have much of a use. I loosened that. Oh, no, I guess I didn't loosen the screw that I loosened. Very odd. Alright, there's the head drum I want, which, as you can see, this thing has like a lot of crap in it. Head drum's a little gummed up feeling too. So I don't have the highest of hopes. Sorry I haven't been posting too often. My grandpa is out right now. He's doing work right now, though. So don't got much better to do. That's right, there's a 2 in the front. So, yeah, and then I've been pretty bored, but haven't really had time to get to these. The AMFB quit working on the FH150R again just today. Don't know why it stopped working. It was working for a few weeks and now it just quit. I guess I don't really care that much. I'd probably, there's a crack solder joint. The base keeps knocking it out of place and then it breaks the base that it has. There we go. First thing of business, yoink. It's not really that great of a belt at all, but it'll do. VCR belts are particularly more necessary because they're thick belts, and I don't ignore that. There's no preserving this. But the point being that I don't have any thick belts. magnetizing to everything but the screw. Wonder if they ever made a VCR off a plastic chassis before. It wouldn't surprise me, but I doubt it. There was that van speaker I got. At least some like car vehicle speaker that I got. It's this 20-watt speaker. It's pretty nice, kind of like the Bose speakers I have. Oh, right there. Little tube screens. All right. Also, they use these stupid clips I never liked. Oh, I'm gonna take it out like that. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove that screw there to the mode switch, which is not really that great or worth. Of course, it requires a thicker screwdriver, which is upstairs. Come on. There we go. At least I didn't think this would work, because I have this black-handled screwdriver that's upstairs, and I don't know if the other one I have is... Oh, it is down here. It's just over there. Okay, well, it's sort of good to know. Done. There we go. Junk. I want the flat motor, though, because I love flat motors. They're just really stupid cool. Alright. So you see this drum is pretty wasted. Hopefully the sensors are intact, and obviously the motor coils. I don't care about the surface that much. I want my belt back, which was a pain to put on there in the first place. I'm just gonna say that much. I'll move this over for now. Yeah, just let that happen. Oh. Edom speaker, I think that was off that. That was the one I swapped onto that desktop recorder, which I wanted back because it's a good speaker. I don't think this loading mechanism works, to get technical, but it got stuck halfway through. That was probably something else with the drive, though. I'm pretty sure it's a good loading mechanism, but what's the point, really? I don't have a need for it. There we go. It's just some cheap late 90s, early 2000s VCR mechanism. I just want the only things of value off of it, which aren't really of any value because, yeah. I was still holding you back. Huh. Oh. I forgot this mechanism, which is destroyed. Just gotta point that out there, this mechanism. Yeah, so what happened, it was ridiculous. So, it did the same thing the other Symphonic did. The loading mechanism just bound up on it internally. And when I manually went to, because it got my tape stuck halfway loaded, so I manually rolled the drive over by hand, like this. Of course, it's moving freely now that it's broken, but when it was working, I even timed this thing right. Timed it the exact way it was timed before. Just pointing that out there. I had pictures of it. I had the evidence. I even made sure the mode switch was lined up. And it sheared itself apart. I don't know if there is... Yep, right there. Broke that right off. And then it bent... There was an arm. This arm right here. It bent the arm. Completely wasted it. And granted, I could just bend it back and glue that together, but, like, there's no point. It's worthless. It's some just cheap crap late model VCR. Belt's right there, but I gotta move this really high tension spring up. Scrap that. That's junk. I don't know if I want to get these. That's awful. They don't have retainer clips on the take-up reels. That's how cheap this is. It wasn't really worth my time to begin with, but still. Hold on. Use a flathead. wedge this over. This was the hassle I had to go over just to change a belt on it. Come on out. This is awful-er because that doesn't. And it also bent that arm at one point, which I had to bend back. This thing's also got this disgusting grease. Like, I don't know if my camera will autofocus. Fine, don't autofocus. Yeah, it's got all that junk on it. Yoink. Need that back. That's a brand new belt. I want to desolder this off of here so I don't need to preserve the ribbon cable. My yellow wire cutters on the other desk, so we'll use these. There we go. I'm going to unscrew it from the bracket where it's held in by one screw also. And that was like it, how I got it. I'm just going to point that out there. Hold on, this I need 2 hands for it, so I got to use... Well, I gotta sit down. There we go. It's off that clinky bracket that I also don't like. I get the head out of here also because it doesn't hurt. It's still a good looking head. Also, I do need the springs off of it for another thing of mine that broke. Long story about that, which I'm not getting into because there's no point. But it requires a chrome or some conductive metal spring. Doubt these will be of much help, but hey, you never know. But also, springs I could use any day because I've had faults with springs, and these are really thick springs, as you can see. Like, if my damn camera will focus... You get the point. There we go. Here's this head and all this hair. I like how when I get it really close, it says move back. There we go. Yummy. All this hair. I think the pinch roller it looks good. Kind of hard rubber, but it's still like, as you can see, it's still there. It's just a little more. It's supposed to be thicker rubber to get technical. Except it's on. Oh, well, I can just pull it up like that. I'm sure that's supposed to be that weak from the factory. I'm sure of that. Definitely not like cracked plastic or anything. Also, more hair in it. That's right. I want to get this out of here. And then I'm just gonna oh, it does have a coil eraser there, which I would like to get the erase head off of. At least I believe that's the erase head on this, because it's the same as a cassette player. It should be the magnetic erase head. It's not wired, though. I like the electromagnetic wired ones. I don't like the solid magnet ones. Not like there's anything wrong with either or. I don't even think there's really much of a difference in erase quality. It's just... I think the electromagnetic one's cooler and a better design idea. Okay. Can I have this? Don't you backtalk me. It landed in my screw tray that's on the ground right now. That's hilarious. Ow. Really? This one? This is like the worst design ever. Like, I've never had problems with, like, this screw on other VCRs being accessible, or not accessible. Like, this is just unnecessarily difficult. It's a flat motor with the chip. Also, a bunch of, like, gunk, a little bit of gunk there. Can I split this apart, or is it going to be... Nah, it's going to be... It probably has a C-clip, doesn't it? Probably. Motor's a motor. I want this, and then I can trash the rest. There's like, what other use is it? I have no idea how much space I have on this phone, but it's 120 plus gigs, so I'm sure I got plenty of space. Oh no, it's a wired eraser. Okay, nice. Well, it had coils on it, so I was kind of confused there because it looked like it didn't. I can get this. Forget it. It's still part of one. Alright. Junk. Alright, back to where we left off with this. I can put this in the magical miscellaneous motor drawer. That's right, I collect a lot of motors because motors are rare. Actually, forgot I had this head drum. Really should have looked at this sooner, actually. Because that might have the V head kind of design I could have used to save the camcorder. Oh, there's another head drum surface in here, too. I forgot. I collect so many head drums because I know how stupid rare they get, except for the Betamax ones, where the Betamax Sony knew their stupidity and built all sorts of parts for. But yeah, I legit have a collection of motors. Put that one in there from a tape recorder, too. This one I'll desolder and toss in there. This was, here's the other symphonic one, actually. This is off that other symphonic. It's legit the exact same motor, and I believe the exact same board. Yep, it is. It's legit the exact same. Some things never change. I told you it was a generic late model. Get that motor to stay down. Another flat motor in there, too. There shouldn't be that many screws holding this down. Just depends on the screwdriver, because this one has more of a tip to it. Which isn't of any help to anyone. Oh, come on. Oh, I can feel the screwdriver trying to slip because it's the wrong screwdriver, but there we go. I got it. Also, look at the infrared LED right there, too. That I've never seen one mounted, like, right there. This flat out of my way. Want to snip that off. Put the wire cutters. I set them somewhere, and now I can't find them. Oh, just my luck. Oh, wait, I put them right here. That's right. Alright, so I don't want the power cable, because I already have extra power cables. No, I didn't put Oh, that's right, it also has this board, which I like, that Symphonic did, because I feel like it's a really cool, reusable type board, because there's no components on it, it's just a button board. Come on. Hold. There we go. Sort of. Oh, I see. The other shitphonic is bringing memories of this one again. There we go. Be free! Really nothing impressive about this board. Now, let me snip my power cable out of here so I can trash that. Don't complain too much about focus. This is why I like my Nikon more, but I don't want to set up my Nikon because that takes too much time. There we go. Go for this board later for capacitors, hoping of some of reuse, like the power one there, and maybe the transformers on this, but apart from that, it's worthless. Oh. Alright. It's mono, it's very cheap. Does have a good fuse. Otherwise, nothing of use. Put that in there. That for parts. guess the last thing I'll do in this video is I will pull apart the head drum, which is a Sankeo. That name brings me back, actually. So, funny story about that name. So, my first desktop recorder I ever had was a Sankeo ST40. It didn't work. That was the one issue with it. It had bad belts and a bad motor. Is there something I can use to prop up my phone with still having a camera lens available? I'm trying to think here. Sorry. Might work. Old heat sink. Just barely works. Complaining about focus. Boo-hoo. Ugh. Okay. There's motor coils. Never seen a washer spacer on these before. It's a little spring. I've seen those before. Very soft spring. Here's that. And there we go. Luckily I had the tool on me already. Heck yeah, it's a 2-head. Which I need also 2-head parts for the other drum. Got a washer on you too. It's a really wasted bottom half, which is pretty, it's hollow too. Look at this thing, is cheap. I'm probably going to toss this part of it because it's filthy and cheap. Unless I can get this ribbon cable through, but I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Just broke it. Alright. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.